Our message for today is one of knowing that even in the tiniest drop of water, the divine resides. Everything around you contains the divine. Everything around you is sacred. Even the smallest life forms are divine. Even the smallest life forms are necessary to sustain your world. Nothing is insignificant. Nothing is unworthy of love and care. Divinity infuses all life. Divinity is present in all things. All things created upon the earth are meant for good. Only ego and selfishness can turn this good to darkness. Things, both living and inert, have been used in ways that they were not meant to be used. Their inherent goodness was recognized and their purpose was corrupted. It is time now for all beings of light who are on that plane to reclaim your world, to treat it with the respect that it deserves, to recognize the divinity in all that is. All beings of light are being called to participate in the transformation of your world, to lead the way to a world of love, of quality, of inclusion, of conscious living. View all that is of that world with eyes that seek to find goodness. Speak words that brings peace and goodness to those around you. Such words reverberate and change the universe. It is a critical time for your world. Many have lost their way and no longer connect to the divine. But those of who are connected, who know the goodness of your world, must now step out openly and lead the way. Do not be afraid to speak of the power of love. Do not be afraid to call out those who are not acting in love. Do not be afraid to speak of the divine. Do not be afraid to speak of the oneness of all. This is the time to walk in a world of prosperity and goodness for all. Let your guide heart you in becoming a courageous warrior of love. Let your heart guide you into leading others into the glorious new world. Recognize your own sacredness and the sacredness of all around you. We leave you with love and blessings. Channel Christian B. The soul. Find your way, treat your path, and don't let yourself be distracted by anything or anyone. You have entered the earth so that you can experience yourself and so that you can recognize yourself as divine. Experiencing yourself as light on a lightless world and as love on a loveless world is that all human endeavors are about. Your journey to this place, which you call Earth, exactly planned, exactly calculated, and corresponds to the desire of your soul. You can exclude coincidences. Arbitrariness does not exist. What exists is the direct guidance of your soul through the labyrinth of time. You have already lived many lives and you have had experiences that make you what and who you are today. Your immortal soul enters into a new symbiosis with the human body every life. The years 0 to 7. Each new body adapts to the consciousness of the soul in the first years of life. Your spiritual soul consciousness is integrated in the brain, the neural pathways, and the heart. In this way, you mature into a complete human being by the age of 7. Then you are inhabited and animated, and then you begin to live your soul assignments. The years from 0 to 7 are the acclimation or adjustment years of a human being. After that, the great forgetting begins, and with that, your life on this world begins. Every human being has chosen his life exactly. What you find, parents, siblings, country and place, culture, and religion, in short, all tradings which make up a human life, have been chosen by you before your birth. Life by life, you decide how it continues in your next incarnation on earth. You choose yourself where and with whom you want to continue your journey. Now you are here and you complain about this or that. Life without complaining. Please stop this dissatisfaction with yourself and with the world. It is unreasonable, because what happens to you for no reason. Your growth depends solely on the challenges you overcome. For this, you choose the trials yourself, and you choose them in such a way that you can cope with them and master them. No one is burdened with a weight that they cannot bear. Each person chooses the life that he can master and receives the circumstances that are best suited for it. Never quarrel with your destiny, because it is your life, and it is your soul that guides and assists you in untangling the entanglements and knots of life. After a person has gone through the tunnel of forgetfulness and fully perceives himself as a limited human being, the greatest challenge of life is to remember again. The whole life fulfills only one purpose: that you remember who you are and where you come from. Once that happens, you are free. That's why many spiritual practices aim exactly at that. By being asked to practice this or that, you are invited to remember. You are urged to grasp the imperishable living in you. What are you, human being? What makes you, and why are you in this world? Find the answers. Find the answers, and you are free. Do not let anyone confuse you until you have found yourself. The human body is the vehicle of your soul on this earth. And yet, it is not the soul that lives in the body, but it is the body that exists in the soul. Once this is understood, your mind begins to open to what is essential, and your true nature begins to reveal itself to you. Be willing to take on anything to get closer to this truth, because once you realize that the tunnel through which you came into this world is the same tunnel through which you will leave this world, you are free. In infinite love, I am with you, Babaji. Channel John J. Castle.